Have you ever heard of Parkinson's Law? Not the disease. If you're the average person like me, it's probably affecting your productivity and goals every day without you even being aware of it. In this video, I'm gonna be talking to you about what Parkinson's Law is, and I'm gonna give you 3 tips on how to deal with it so that you can effectively break that law. Do you ever wonder why sometimes you can still be late even though you got up earlier to do something? Do you wonder if some of the tasks you do can be done quicker? Hey guys, my name is Jay with Empower People, Empower Change. Welcome. Like I said in the intro, Parkinson's Law is likely affecting you every day. I know that even while making this video, it had a powerful effect on me, but I had to think of ways to try to defeat it and get past it. Let's define Parkinson's Law. Parkinson's Law is defined as the notion that work expands to fill the time available for its completion. So what does that mean? It means that given a certain time to complete a task, it will likely take you as long as you give yourself to complete that task. Let's say you give yourself an hour to complete a task. This line right here represents an hour. This circle below represents the amount of work that it actually takes. You're gonna find a way to stretch that work out to fit the full hour. Let me give you 2 examples. Here's example number 1. Let's take a guy named Garen. He works at a service station. His boss tells him, I need you to change a tire. It should take you 15 minutes. So Garen says, no problem, I'll do it, boss. And he goes over, proceeds to go change the tire. Second example, let's rewind that. This time, the boss tells Garen, hey, I'm gonna need you to change the tire. It should take you an hour, all right? So Garen goes and does the same job, okay? In the first scenario, how long does it take Garen to finish versus the second scenario? If you guess in the first scenario, it would take Garen 15 minutes to change a tire, correct. If you guessed in the second scenario it would take Garen an hour to change a tire, you guessed correctly. Garen in a second scenario would be spending an extra 45 minutes doing a job that takes 15. Garen in the first scenario has already completed his job and can move on to something else. That is Parkinson's Law at work, my friends. Let me give you another example, okay? Something that I've seen so much in my life. Not talking about CP time. You know what CP time is? Colorfully punctual. What did you think it was? Let's say you want to make sure you're in time for something because you're tired of rushing. So let's say instead of having only 20 minutes to get up, get dressed, and do what you have to do to get out the door, now you're saying, I'm going to get up an hour early. But you know what? You'll still probably arrive at the same time. This is how people can be late for online meetings. Why are you late for an online meeting, bro? It's online. Because whenever we're given extra time, we're just like, well, now that I got an hour, I'm up earlier, I can make myself a little bit more breakfast, and I can stay in the shower a little bit longer. Maybe I can do a chore that I've been putting off for the last 3 weeks because now I got a huge amount of extra time. But you know what? Before you know it, it's time to go, and you're gonna get there the same time you've been getting there. Because Parkinson's Law at work, you're gonna find a way to fill up that time. Make sense? I think you're with me. So now that you've likely got an idea on what that is, let's talk about 3 ways to deal with that. Okay, the first way to deal with Parkinson's Law that I'm gonna give you today is to change your deadline. Move it up. So if you think it's gonna take you 45 minutes, try to move it to 30. Trying to test the waters, see where you're at. If you're watching this, you've probably been alive long enough to know that one of the greatest motivators and inspirations is a deadline, like it or not. So if you move that deadline up, that causes you to say, hey, this is how much time I gotta get this done. So for example, for this video, I got until Tuesday evening to get it done. So that's probably how long it's gonna take me. It's gonna take me a few days. Till Tuesday evening, I'll have it all done. But what I did was moved up the deadline and say, let me get this done. And sure enough, it's happening in a shorter amount of time. Number 2, give yourself a reward for getting it done sooner, or getting to your job earlier, or getting to your meeting early. Pour yourself an extra cup of coffee or orange juice in the morning, take some time to relax, do some reading. Or one of your rewards could be, instead of playing on the video game so much and before you get that extra project done that you wanted to get done, go ahead and get the project knocked out, and then you'd have your leisure and your game time to chill out. Number 3, see how long it actually takes to get it done. Next time you have a project, or you're traveling, or you get up for work or whatever, see how, like, similar to number 1, see how long it takes you and see how fast you can get it done. That's where you'll have a good standard of time, like knowing, hey, this is the average time it should take me. If I'm taking any longer, then maybe I'm wasting my time more than I want to. So don't be that person that wonders, well, why am I not getting this done? Or why am I still late when I tried to get up earlier? It don't work. It's Parkinson's Law. Side note, this can also apply to other areas of your life, such as money. This isn't a particular video when I'm really getting into budgeting, but one of the reasons that people have trouble managing their money is just like Parkinson's Law with time. When it comes to money, you have the tendency to spend whatever you have and not really think it through. So as much money as you get, that's how much money you're gonna spend. Making more is not always the answer, because a lot of times people make more, but then they go ahead and spend more. So they're still not purposeful with their money. But that's just a side note. I'm just saying it can apply to time and money as well. Parkinson's Law all over the place. Those are my 3 tips. I'm leaving an interesting, cool article that helped explain some of this stuff to me in the description. Also leaving some information about where you can contact us at. If any of you guys have defeated Parkinson's Law successfully or are looking to do it, go ahead and drop that in the comments. Share with us. If you want more tips like this and want to go further in your life, have more power, go ahead and subscribe. Thanks for tuning in. So that you can